What's up guys, CyberHoudini here and welcome back to the Daily Dose of Gaming. We've got a hell of a show for you here today. There's news just broke about God of War Ragnarok, or the next God of War, has officially been delayed into 2022. Damn, I was just about to press the go live button and all this started to pop off. I'm like, holy god. But I hope you're all doing well. It's the 2nd of June. Baby. Alright, let's get into this. My goodness. So, just ahead of E3, Sony, it assumes that maybe that they decided to get out ahead of the news that was going around. I had been saying for a long time that the next God of War was not going to be 2021. It was clear that they wanted to keep this fall for Horizon Forbidden West, but now we have like proper confirmation of this. I swear to God, Polygon really needs to get a dark mode, unless I'm missing something. But yeah, so there was a big talk with the head of studios, and basically, yeah, he's confirmed this. He's also confirmed as well that there's a possibility that Horizon Forbidden West may also get delayed. They've talked about wanting to put the developers and quality first. Now, to me, that's like softening a blow of a big delay, and I'm okay with that. Like, at the end of the day, delays, they do suck in that moment. The initial shock factor is like, but when you actually think about it, it's always better for that game to be the best it can be, you know? For it to be, that first impression to really wow you. And if they need that extra time, then so be it. I would have done the same for Cyberpunk. I had waited for Cyberpunk for like 7 years, right? I would have waited another year for that to be better, you know, instead of what we got, and now it's trying to climb its way back up. But yeah, very, very interesting times. So yeah, we may see some gameplay of God of War, maybe, I don't know, maybe during E3, we'll see. They'll be doing their own little state of play. It was interesting, Cory Barlog, who is, you know, head of studios over at Sony Santa Monica, basically just confirmed, you know, it's like, we're doing it for the love of the developers, for the quality of the game, and ultimately for the enjoyment of the fans, which I love, which is exactly what development wants. You know, you don't think these people don't go out there just to steal your money or something. Like maybe EA has that going on, but it's a passion for them, you know. Dynamite, thank you for that host. You know, it's a huge passion. They just want the fans to be happy. Be happy. So yeah, we're just talking about the news that God of War Ragnarok, or whatever the game is going to be called, has been officially delayed into 2022. I had been saying it all along, like, we don't know how long it is. I still think if it was going to launch at all, it was going to be like April. But it's clear, this is what I was trying to say, it's clear that COVID, we have not seen even the tip of the iceberg of the fallout of COVID affecting development of video games, you know? Like, there's a lot of Japanese developers that are like completely dumbfounded by it, and they ended up like losing almost like 6 months to a year of development time, because a lot of the apartments are a lot smaller back then and they don't really bring their stuff home. But how are you doing today, dude? How are you doing? I know a lot of these Sony games don't affect you too much, but maybe one day you'll get your hands on like a cheap PS4, because it looks like these games are all going to come to PS4, so you might be able to play. Like, even while I was playing The Last of Us 2 on PS4, I was like, how is this possible? How are they doing this right now? That game is ridiculous. It's unbelievable. Even putting it beside The Last of Us Part 1 in terms of graphic fidelity, it's night and day. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's like going from PS1 to PS4. It's like, damn, well, it's not that bad, but you know what I mean. Whew, it's so hot here today. I got like drenched as well. It's been raining and blistering sun, so I'm all over the place today. But I hope you're well. How are you playing a little more Control? Boop. I hope it's going good. It's always nice to hear someone playing a game that you played or you enjoyed or want to play, and they're telling you about it. It gets you kind of secondhand excited. I like that. Hell yes. Alright, on to the next piece of news. We'll go back to this probably a couple of times as people come in and ask about it. But damn, we'll hear more about this for sure. I just want the best for the developers and the game, so I'm okay with these delays. You won't get some crazy outbursts from me, you know. It sucks, but I had kind of guessed it anyway. They were hardly going to release Horizon Forbidden West in October and then God of War Ragnarok in November. I mean, people just be crazy like that. Sony wouldn't do that anyway, whether they're ready or not. You know, they like to keep those massive premiere games to give them their own little time in the sun. The closest they released to big games like that was Ghost of Tsushima, and the last was Part 2. But I think that was a way to get them out before the next-gen bubble started, you know? Because next-gen started PS5, you had like Spider-Man Miles Morales, Sackboy, all these kind of games, Demon's Souls. You wanted to give people enough time to buy them. Haven't played anything today? Alright, cool. Hopefully you'll find something. Alright, on to the next little piece of news. We have E3, Nintendo's E3 plans all set in motion. June 15th is the day. They're going to be doing a very chunky 40-minute long E3 Direct, Nintendo Direct, whatever you want to call it. They usually call it the Treehouse, so we'll see. I don't know if they do that anymore. But it's been a long time since Nintendo basically have gone their own way, you know. They pulled a Fleetwood Mac. You can go your own way, DMCA. Fuck off, DMCA. Apparently, DMCA have gotten, like, they're cracking the whip again, and they've gone round to do a whole new layer of bannings on Twitch and that, so please be careful out there. It sucks. I think the way Twitch is handling it is you're kind of, I think you're okay as you're streaming it. It's just the VODs and the clips you gotta watch out for, but that could change as well. I just feel like it's just, you hate to see, like, I don't care about any of these platforms, but you hate to see people directing their anger and energy towards the platform like Twitch, when it's clearly, you know, go after the record labels, go after UMG and Sony Music Group and all that shit. These are the people pulling the strings behind everything. These are the puppet masters, nickel and diamond people. Twitch's hands are tied behind their back, same as YouTube's. You're dealing with like billion-dollar lawsuits if you even put a foot wrong, you know. That could shut down Twitch in a light, and we don't want that. We don't want that at all. Alright, so, well, let's go back to Nintendo. We'll get to that other story. With Nintendo's E3, you know, it's going to be exciting. 40 minutes is, you might not think that's a long time, because we usually get an hour and 30. But Nintendo, this is a direct. This is going to be like boom, 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 just game after game. I think there's been rumors of them bringing out the Switch Pro even as like early as the 4th of June, which is 2 days time. We'll see about that. If it is its own thing, to do it before E3 seems perfectly Nintendo in every which way. I still think like the launch of it, at the earliest it'll be this fall, but I don't know. I still think it might be next year. We'll see. We'll see. Breath of the Wild 2 will be the big showcase game for the Switch Pro, and probably at this E3. It is time. It is time. We need to see this. Yes. I mean, it's been a minute since we saw that trailer. Seemed like they had a good scope of things. They're meant to be using the same kind of world as the first Breath of the Wild. So, yeah. I mean, this doesn't mean like they're being lazy or anything. A lot of reusing assets happen a good bit. But, it, you know, like that's how you get things like Ocarina of Time and then Majora's Mask like a year later. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'd be happy enough to see. I don't think we'll hear anything about an Legend of Zelda collection. I still think one may come in some form, but I guarantee you we will not hear anything about it until Skyward Sword comes out in July. So yeah, that's what they did with Mario, and they'll do the same with Zelda. We didn't hear like diddly squat about 3D World and Bowser's Fury until after 3D World was out. But yeah, I'd say something like that will come. And I think this E3 could be a big time for Metroid as well. Like there's rumors floating around of, obviously Metroid Prime 4 has been in development a long time, but also a new 2D Metroid. Apparently it's anything from a sequel to Samus Returns or a complete new remake of Super Metroid. So we'll see how that's going. I don't know. I'm excited for everything. Nintendo is in a very, very nice place. They're kind of, as they see it, almost like the middle of the generation. And that's usually when you start just pumping out game after game after game. Just incredible stuff. It is coming up on its 5-year anniversary, but they definitely do things a lot, you know, slower than the others. I think the only time a developer cuts a generation short is usually if their product is doing bad. So with the Wii U, I think that had like an unusually short lifespan. I think it was only like 6 years or something. That's not that bad. I think 6 years is actually perfect. Most generations go to 8 years. That's the way they've been. And I feel like it's too long on the tooth altogether. Like, you end up in a situation where, I mean, the consoles still have life after the generation. So it's closer to, you know, consoles lasting 10 to 12 years. You know, you might not be the same console lasting that long, but it's actual generation cycle. Like, look at PS2, I think nearly lasted 20 years. They were still putting FIFA games out on it. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. So, yeah, at that point, you're like, it doesn't really affect you if you're getting the new consoles, but, I don't know, it always feels like they're putting more, you know, more work going backwards instead of pushing forwards. We shall see. We shall see. I'm trying to think of anything else. Let me see. Yeah, I was saying Metroid, Zelda. Be nice to see an actual massive expansion announced for Animal Crossing. Mario, we're just after getting 3D World. It's been a minute. But the real question is, what is the main team doing, you know? After Odyssey came out in 2017, it's clear that they worked on Bowser's Fury a little bit. But I'd like to see what they're doing. I'd like to see Mario Odyssey 2 with those huge worlds the size of Bowser's Fury. That'd be cool. What else did I hear about Mario? I'm trying to think. I should have done a little bit of my homework first. I'm so frazzled today. I'm feeling kind of bougie. But it's all good. Bougie's good. I think it's just when you go from those extreme weathers. Yeah. Mario, we know about the 3D All-Stars being taken off, and was rumors of them maybe selling them separately or putting them onto Nintendo Online. It would be nice to get a little segment for the Nintendo Online, because that service it's like the PS Now. It's just like, you almost wonder why are they bothering, because they just put such little effort into it. But it'd be nice if we could get like some Nintendo 64 games on there. And then maybe like what's next for 2D Mario. I mean, he's got so many things. We obviously got Mario Golf, that new Mario Golf game. That'll be a big one. Pokemon wise, we got release dates for Pokemon, the Sinnoh, like the Diamond and Pearl remakes, and we got a date for Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is this new Breath of the Wild open world style Pokemon game. That's coming out in January next year, and the remakes of Diamond and Pearl is coming out in November. So that's definitely a lot of Pokemon goodness, very close to each other. But we'll see. Oh yeah, Pokemon Snap was doing well. Maybe that'll get some DLC. Who knows? It's been that long since the first one. The whole like way of doing video games and DLC and all that has changed since then. But yeah, 40 minutes, that'll be pretty huge. The fact that they've been doing a lot of mini directs around partners, as they call them, for the indie games and that, makes me think that this 40 minutes is going to be like directly Nintendo first party games, you know. They'll do more, like they'll probably do more partner directs and mini directs. They pretty much do one for every big game that comes out now, which is really cool. That's exactly what Sony's State of Plays are now. Which is kind of clever. It's a way of building up a huge bit of exposure and marketing right before launch. Some people forget, like, holy shit, this game is out now. So yeah, interesting times for Nintendo. They're after making a buttload of money from the Switch in general, and also with Animal Crossing. So, you know, you probably won't see them flex that cash for another little while, like another year or two. But it might mean more and more games in development, and I'm excited for that. Because they have been trying a lot of new IPs, you know, over the course of even the Wii U and the Switch, and they don't always work out. Like things like ARMS. There's even some great little side games like Demon X Machina. Wasn't that it, or was it? I don't know. That game, Demon X Machina, or Demon versus Machina. And then there was Astral Chain as well. And I know Splatoon 3 is coming. Maybe we'll see more from that. That looks to really have stepped things up. I'm so excited for E3. We're just over a week away now. Hell yeah. Boop. Probably next Saturday things will kick off. And it'll just be a whole week of it. So I think one of the streams are starting on June 10th, and it'll just keep going forward from there, you know. It'll be non-stop. So I'll just kind of move things over. Instead of the Daily Dose, we'll have, E3 2021 live. It's going to be awesome. We'll have the Summer Game Fest, IGN's Fest. We just announced the Coach Media whatever the hell it is, like a games jam or a media presentation, to give it a weird name anyway. But that could be like Saints Row 5 and Dead Island 2. Oh man, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great year. It's gonna be summer of gaming for sure. I'm so excited. Alright, yeah, let's move over here. I was looking at this and I cut away from it. You know, there's a lot of Persona fans and stuff out there. But there was a brand new RPG announced. It's apparently codenamed Monarch, and it's from a lot of ex-developers from the Shin Megami Tensei staff. They've gone out and done their own studio. Now, don't expect this to be like Persona or anything, but I think it'll look a lot like Persona. I mean, it's even called a school RPG, and that's what Persona is known for. And this is pretty cool. This is why I say, like, when you hear about developers moving away and doing their own thing, it's actually pretty cool. You end up having both. They don't have to be in competition with each other, but you can have both. Like that little girl with the taco shells. Excited for part 2 of the Caves and Cliffs. Nice! Part 1 is just some minor features. Yeah. I hate when they do that. Then they big it up and you're like, it's horrible. Why not just wait and do it all together? They gotta get something out. I mean, that Caves and Cliffs thing has been, I feel like it's been like 2 years waiting for that. Jesus! I think what happened, I hate to say it, but the huge success of Minecraft Dungeons has really shifted priorities away. But see, the thing with Minecraft is it's so far beyond anything that Mojang do, you know? No one really cares about that kind of stuff because there's just so many mods and servers and whatever that SMP shit is, you know? So it's all about that, you know? It was never really about anything they added to the game. I mean, I used to see all these cool animal stuff and animal mods and animal servers and that. You're like, holy crap, this is so cool. Then you go back to vanilla Minecraft and it's like, you added a fucking dolphin? That was it? Or one bird kind? Oh, for God's sake. So yeah, they're funny like that. But maybe like, even with the Caves and Cliffs, we saw that big stream. There's a lot of cool stuff added for sure, but I still feel like there's just weird priorities with them right now. I'm just the kind of guy, I need something huge like the size of what would be like a Minecraft 2. I'm never going to get anything like that. They've made their money now, so they're kind of relaxing. Like, even, I don't even know what's going on. Minecon, are they doing Minecon this year? Does that usually happen in September? Probably not. We'll see. But yeah, they're ticking away there. Minecraft will be forever. I just can't get over how big Roblox has gotten. I even seen like some grown-ass people playing Roblox, which confused the shit on me. Not gonna lie. You see what I'm saying? Like, I've even been venturing back in, messing around in Minecraft lately, and it's super fun. But God forbid, I would never ever stream that because, and the same with Roblox, and the same with a couple other games, Undertale, Among Us. They have all been taken over by the kids, you know? And you start playing those games and you just attract that kind of audience. And that's not what I want. I don't think that's what anyone wants. No one wants stands. No one wants what the hell's going on with Dream right now, where he can't even comment on anything, where he sends an army of people attacking people. It's so stupid. So ridiculous. So toxic communities ruin games, not developers. That's how I feel about that. And I've seen it time and time again. I've been playing games since I was a kid, you know, over 25 years of playing games, and I see it all the time. The internet has only made gaming kind of worse in a way, because now it exposes all these damn kids that are addicted and obsessed with people who play the game. I don't even get all that stuff. Every week I see Dream cheated, Dream did this, and I'm like, I just don't give a shit. It's so fucking annoying. Hey Vex, how's it going? Hello. Aw, where'd the little kitten come from? Deadly kitten. Aw. It's so cute. Thank you for the host, Vex. How you doing? I am hot as hell here. Hot as hell. I got drenched today, but now it's hot. The weather cannot make up its mind. Alright, on to the next piece of news before I get... Jesus, Polygon, when you place, get a dark mode. Ow, my eyes. Sorry about that. Alright, so we have a new update for No Man's Sky, and it looks very impressive. It is called the Prism update, and it's basically a complete rehaul of No Man's Sky. What happens if I do this? Oh, it just adds all that stuff in. Don't get me started on that Samsung stuff. That's disgusting. Whoever is working over there, Polygon, you need to fix the titles of your articles. It's getting fucked up. It's like a kid. One article it's talking about the Samsung thing, and it was like, the whole internet and Rule 34 wants to rail the Samsung online VTuber thing. I'm like, what the hell? You put that in the article? Good God. But anyway, let's see. Actually, I'm going to watch this on YouTube. Fuck you, Polygon. Yeah, I said it. I'm sorry. It goes like IGN worst website, Polygon.
If you had invested
for
100 US dollars
YouTube's the
in
worst
Netflix
of them
when
all.
it first listed on the stock market.
Suck my ads! Suck them! God damn it. Alright.
Light is refracted.
I refuse to use ad blocker, but my god, they're making me want to use ad blocker so bad. Alright, so we talk about No Man's Sky a good bit. It is the game that had one of the like worst launches in history, and now it's coming back like with an absolute rapid fucking fire. They've already kind of updated the game into something that doesn't even resemble the old game. We now have like full multiplayer. You can start with your friends and explore the galaxy together. But now this whole Prism update changes every single ounce of the game. It doesn't even look like No Man's Sky anymore. Suck my ads, hell yeah. Put that one on a t-shirt. Oh, I fucking hate them. I hate YouTube. YouTube as a creator space is horrendous. It is so horrendous. I can't even get into my own stuff anymore. But as you're watching it, I suppose it's fine. I go down enough rabbit holes. I like it as a watcher, but good god, that studio can suck my ads as well. Suck it! Suck it! How are you doing, Vex? I heard that you had you were doing a little job interview and everything. Hopefully it went well. Hopefully it comes back good. A lot of my friends are changing jobs, getting new jobs. That's great to hear. I love it. It's got to do with all this COVID stuff as well. Look, you're able to ride around all these. It's like Mass Effect now. Jesus Christ. Good for them. This, like, Hello Games are a smallish studio. They got such a bad, like, horrible treatment because Sony bigged up their game for so long. And unfortunately they had to try and live up to that. And a couple of lies later, and they ended up, like, just, yeah, not being able to bring out a game close to what they were promising. But I think at this point, and well beyond this point, they've now redeemed themselves fully. And it looks like there's mad amount of multiplayer now. Good for them. One of the leads, the CEOs, he's even Irish as well. Sean Murray. He was kind of the face of Hello Games, and he got, let's just say, a lot of shit. That poor guy probably got so many death threats. We were actually talking about this the other day about the anonymous factor of the internet allowing people to be scummy. And yeah, it's a interesting topic. I like these little bubbles and stuff. I can't remember if I might own this on PS5. I can't remember. Look at him. 3 more stages yet. Someone made it top 10, so Friday's a 4-hour task. Oh my god! Wow. Oh, I hope you get it. You got this. You got this, Rex. You can do anything. In a call, in a presentation. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. That is a lot of hoops to jump through. God damn. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing great. This heat has been interesting. Got me kind of acting out. Acting crazy. I'm acting out! Yeah, the multiplayer aspect of this game definitely makes it far more appealing. Look at the booty on that! The issue I'll always have with these kind of games is there a story? Is there an ending? Is there a purpose? The purpose is just to explore and have fun. Honestly, just give me a No Man's Sky Star Wars edition. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close to that, right? I think I have music coming from like 6 different outlets. Oh yeah! Alright, cool. Next little piece of news, we have a House of the Dead remake. Now, I think you'd have to be probably closer to my age, or at least a bit older anyway, to remember House of the Dead. But these were incredible light gun arcade games. So much fun. It was made by Sega. I used to play the crap out of them. And then, like, when they eventually came to console, I used to get the light guns for, like, the Sega Saturn and the Dreamcast and all that. I used to love them. So much fun, especially, like, with siblings and that. Super fun to play. So it's cool to see this come back. We've had games like Typing of the Dead or Type of the Dead, which kind of took the idea of House of the Dead, which is pretty cool. House of the Dead even had like Resident Evil and had its own little catchphrase. It was like, the House of the Dead. I used to love it. So it's nice to see that come back. You know, like I doubt it's something that's going to show off graphically, but they were never meant to be that graphically good. They always have, you know, hilarious conversations and really bad voice acting close to like Oblivion, you know, where nobody has a clue what the other person's saying. It's just completely different inflections. But yeah, do you remember House of the Dead? I spent many nights in arcades. I love it. What have you been playing yourself recently? Some more DPD? What's the new Resident Evil update like? seen they're adding Leon Kennedy to Rainbow Six Siege, and they look ridiculous, but there you go. Who did they end up adding Nemesis to Resident Evil? Or to DBD? That'd be cool if they did. He is the ultimate badass. Alright, I thought this was a nice little piece of news here. The Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance, which is basically like Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. It's a remake of that game coming back. And they've now announced that they're going to be doing a local co-op as well. I thought it might be online only. This will be launching on the Game Pass. So it'll be super fun to play this. These are like old school co-op RPGs. It's nice to see them back. Just recently we had Necromunda come out, so this is also kind of part of that universe too. Well, that's Warhammer, this is Dungeons & Dragons, but you can see that all these universes are just expanding and expanding. It's pretty cool. It was super fun. Not played it much lately. You should get back into. I know I should. I think they have like a PS5 update. You know what they need to do? Fix those fucking lobbies. That's what they need to do. At least give us like a mini game. Like sometimes you can't avoid long lobby times, but what you can do is create like a mini game. Even dumbass Fortnite lets you run around and beat the crap out of each other and build stuff, and you know, it's very clever. I used to love that in loading times. There'd be like games with really long loading times, and they would put a mini game in the load screen. I'm like, ah, shit! I don't even care about the loading screen now. Put me back in that game, you know? Little Pac-Man game or something, I don't know. Or even, do you remember when you had really bad internet and YouTube would buffer the whole time? And you could play that little game with the dinosaur and stuff, right? It was almost like Snake on your phone. So that's a clever way of getting around some shortcomings for sure. They're now, during the day it's almost, yeah, see, there you go. There you go. During the day it's fine. As soon as the US come on board, crossplay now. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad to see that. They just keep adding more and more goodness to it. It's a fucking awesome game. Where Friday the 13th fell asunder, Dead by Daylight, it's like, fuck yeah. Hold my beer. Hold my beheaded survivor. Hold my entity. No! Not that entity, damn it. Get your hands off of my melon. Alright, this was a cool little piece of news I saw. Dark Horse Comics have been around for a long time, making incredible comics, graphic novels, and especially a lot of great stories connecting to video games. It even became this really cool running theme where developers would get Dark Horse to create like a prequel comic book series or a sequel to tie games together. And it was a super cool idea. So now, obviously, they've got enough money together, well deserved. They're creating their own games now, which is really cool. I think one of the first ones they want to do is Hellboy. There's also rumors of the Umbrella Academy as well, which has been doing very well for itself, which is their little series. Good for them. Good for them. You guys are so nice for coming in. Jeez, yesterday things were popping off. Wait, hold on. 3 more stages. Oh, I read that one. Okay, cool. I thought that was about... It sounds like you're playing DBD, but you're actually going in and fucking interviewing for a job. Oh my god. Well, I hope you pass all the skill checks and get the job and then escape. It kind of sounds like that, Vex, right? It's kind of weird that both of those go together. I said this a long time ago, but anyone would be absolutely, like, lucky as hell, honored to hire you, you know? You've got the whole complete package. You've got patience out the wazoo. You're just... naturally nice, you're a good kind person, and fuck it, like they don't see these things in these stupid interviews. I hate interviews. We're all out of nervous, you know, a worst moment ever, you know. I walk in there and I sit down and I fart because I get the nervous toots, and I have to walk straight back out then. Yes, that's me. Did you fart? So you gotta start thinking of ways around this, you know? So what I do is I bring my own whoopee cushion to hide the fart. And then I crack open a boiled egg to hide the smell. And then they're like, why did you bring a whoopee cushion and a boiled egg into the interview? And I'm like, oh god. So yeah, it's like 6 degrees of bullshit. Needless to say, I was hired immediately. No. I once had an interview, and it was with the receptionist kind of thing, right? So she was doing the interview for the big boss, but he was playing coy. He was in the other room listening to me. I swear to God, grown-ass, like, businessmen are the biggest babies ever. They're the biggest babies. So he was sitting there, like in the other room, almost at the door jam, going, yeah, okay. And then when she got up to get him, you know, he was hit by the door. And so he just walked out. I was like, yeah, give me a cup of coffee. Yeah, please, yeah. Hold my calls. Oh man, they're the biggest children ever. I swear to God, the more power they get, the more petty they get. It's like, I don't know. You gotta weigh it up a little bit. That guy was crazy. I remember, like, he was running for, like, to be a politician as well. So he had two assholes. He had one asshole, the boss asshole, and then the politician asshole. Oh God. Oh God. You're too kind. No, it's the truth. It's what I see. It's what I see. That's the thing about streaming, right? You see people as they are. There's no way, like, you go and stream for 6 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. There's no way you can keep that up. So you get to see people as they are. Especially with me, you just see me fall apart slowly as the stream goes on. Good times, good times. Somehow I managed to gather myself back up for another stream. I'm alive! I'm alive! Nice, unless you're me and that's a court case. Oh, wow, dude, wow. That's slander, sir. I'll have you know. See, Dynamite's been secretly gathering up clips and quotes over here. So somehow he's going to balance the, you know, the payout that when he loses your court case by suing me. So he's going to offset it. I mean, I know justice is blind, but is she stupid? What? He's going to pay off all your fees by suing me. Thank you so much. Genius. And then I'd have to sue someone else. Yeah, it's a never-ending cycle of bullshit. Good times, though. Good times. It's all content, of course, because if you weren't live streaming it, it ain't worth jack. IRL stream my court case. Can you imagine that? Writes that idea down. Yeah. Wait. No. You didn't hear nothing. I swear. This is just Tom Holland lip syncing right now. It's not me talking. See, I'm just moving my lips. Totally not my plan. Oh god. No. No, I'm all good. I'm all good myself. I'm actually moving pretty soon. It's kind of a little bit exciting. I've been here about 10 years. I was very comfortable, you know. I had the ass groove in the couch just right, you know. A little to the left, too uncomfortable. A little to the right, a little fart comes out. So I had it just right, and now I'm moving. But I'm okay about it, you know. I've been living on my own since I was 17. This is only like my third or fourth place, so you know, you can as you can imagine. But it is exciting. It's for all the best. It looks like the property market is about to crash any year now, so it's best that I get the fuck out of there. So yeah, exciting times. It'll probably be over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, I'm in the middle of doing stuff right now. But you know, if I'm gone and the internet's off while I switch, I will let everybody know. Don't worry about that. Be exciting times. Yeah, I'm feeling good about it. It's always I like a challenge like that. But when you live somewhere for so long, I get very settled. You know, I get settled in a job as well. You know, it's just like you're in your rut, even if you're being treated a bit poorly. It's the unfortunate way that some of us are. But yeah, you get kind of settled here. So it's going to be like picking up 10 years of memories and trying to move them. That's a lot of stuff. But it's all good. It's all good. I see it as a new adventure. But when I first moved out, I had no clue about anything, you know, like checking anything in a house, you know. So I just moved in. I'm like, Mr. Independent. I just thought I was great, you know. And that place had so much mold in it. It was, you know, and it was even a new apartment, but it was just so badly built that, like, as soon as the first rain hit it, the mold had begun. It was so bad. And then my landlord, that first place, it was like 10 years, when was it? Yeah, it's like over 10 years ago, 13 years ago. She was like a young landlord, a young upstart. She was probably only like 6 or 7 years older than me. And her family owned like a fruit stall or fruit chain, whatever it was. Fruit store. So she thought she was a bit, you know, but she didn't have a clue how to, you know, be a landlord. So I had to do everything, all the handyman stuff. Just luckily I had you know, listened to my father and watched him, and so I was lucky like that. But there was no stopping that mold, so I was glad to be out there. Then the next place, by then I'd already like thought I was Mr. High and Mighty. So I ended up getting this big 4-bedroom house, big fucking semi-detached house, all of this thing, you know. Jesus. King in the Castle, I thought it was. But, you know, that was very unrealistic. Very unrealistic. But it's funny, like, it'll always be the same no matter what happens. The trying to weigh up between buying a place and renting. You know, renting will always feel like dead money, but you can leave whenever you want. You're never tied down. You can, you know, leave the country if you want. But you go and you get that mortgage, and you are tied in. Whoo! You are tied in for like upwards of 20 to 30 years. And it's kind of scary. And then if you go on holidays, you got to keep an eye on it. If you move, if you do anything, you know, you always have to think about this. So it's, yeah, but then you have that like payoff at the end of the day. So it's a funny one. It's definitely. The whole market is crazy, and don't get me started. Everyone's talking about stocks and getting into this and that. And I'm like, have you seen the housing market? We're all about to fall asunder here. Anyway. Yeah, look at, yeah, I suppose like it's such a fucking predictable, stereotypical thing for a guy, right? Especially an Irish guy, I suppose. Who comes from a farm, so he knows how to fix things. But yeah, no, I actually like messing around that. I was an electrician for a bit as well, so it's always fun to open something up and be like, huh, so that's what that does. You start messing with your thermostat and you break the little mercury in it. It's like, oh, I'm poisoning myself right now? Good times. But there's so much stuff you learn, like, living on your own. There's that kind of stuff you learn about the different balances of chemicals in the air and in your house, and good God. And you have, like, carbon dioxide scares, and there's so much stuff, right? God. Like, when you were a teenager, you guys don't know how lucky you are. If you're still a teenager living at home, cherish it. Cherish it. Because, oh my God. There's always something that goes wrong. There's always a hidden bill that comes out. You're like, what is this for? Sock insurance? I gotta get insurance for my socks. Alright, fine, pay up. Fine, it's okay. Brick insurance? Brick. How's it going, DPG? Ahoy! Oh, we got a pirate. Someone's been watching Pirates of the Caribbean. We're just talking about, like, places and all that. Have you guys got any, like, landlord from hell stories, or house from hell? I always say this to people, and it still holds true, that when you move in somewhere, you either get a really good landlord but a shit house, or shit neighbors. That was it. Alright, so you get a great landlord but really bad neighbors, or really awesome neighbors and a crap landlord. And you never see, if you get both of those, if you're lucky enough, yeah, good for you, because that is 1 in a million, honest to God. Sometimes you'll get really nice neighbors, and for about a year, and then the music starts, then the shit starts, you know. I like a good bit of music, same as the next person. 3:15 in the morning? Probably not. But yeah, all the stuff they don't tell you. Exactly, right? Schools need to, like, stop with the, like, fucking all the nonsense, you know, maths. God, who needs maths anyway? I got me fingers if I need to count. Christ. It's time to start teaching these kids some life lessons, you know? Right? Like holding the door open for people. It's okay. It's okay. You won't die. It's alright to have manners. God of War got delayed. It did, dude. I knew it was gonna happen. But the real thing that's kind of hiding behind that story is Horizon Forbidden West gonna get delayed as well? That's the question. We get both in wake ups. Oh, you're like you're dreaming. You're dreaming. I got Star Wars Squadrons free. Yeah, lovely. Get those free games. Get those free games. PvE and co-op mission, command post serving. Very nice, very nice. I know you're a big fan of those Star Wars games. Do it! So yeah, at least we get some good stories out of it as well. Your first place, you're always going to throw all the house parties as well. You just can't help yourself, you know. Open door policy. I'd love to like spend like 10 years of my life or something living in America. I'd love to just do a big road trip. Any country at all. Maybe Japan. No, Japan might be better. But I don't want to wait till like my retirement age. And to go to Japan, you can't do it over a month. You can't even do it over a year. I feel like 10 years would be good enough. That'd be nice. But I'd like to do the good old great American road trip. Everybody wants to do it. The grass is greener effect. The American dream. That most Americans are after too as well. So it's always the way, you know. Grass is greener, like I said. People want to come over here for, you know, how romantic this country is, and when you're living in it all your life, you're like, That's a cat pissing on a dead bird over there. How romantic is that? I remember when it was a random story that Kim and Kanye West was here. I don't know. I think it actually turned out to be two drunks stumbling out of a bar. I still got a selfie with him though. Ding! Alright, on to the next piece of news. A beautiful piece of news. There has been an Among Us chicken nugget found in McDonald's, and they're selling it for $34,000. That's right. I put my bid in. $4.22. That's all you're getting. Actually, I need to take that 2 cents back. $4.20. Nice. Now, I have seen this Among Us chicken nugget, and let me tell you, it's not all it's wrapped up to be. But the internet's crazy, y'all. 34 grand for this thing. By the time like you get your hands on this nugget, it's not going to be gone off. No one wants a moldy nugget. That's what the doctor says. Make sure and clean your nuggets. You don't want moldy nuggets. Keep the engine room clean. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. How much would you guys pay for an Among Us chicken McNugget? McNugget chicken. Among Us. 34 grand, yeah. It was you! I bidded $4.19. Did you now? Did you? Well, you're so wrong, because with tax, it was me who actually bidded $4.18. It was you! Just like Spider-Man. It's that Spider-Man meme of just pointing back at each other. Will you be streaming Squadrons? Me? Maybe. I said I might try the story mode. Why not? Dun dun dun. Yes. What are the chances? Among Us new 15-player lobbies will need more imposters. Interesting, but not as interesting as a McChicken Nugget. Well, let's start. You're gonna have people going into McDonald's now asking for, could I have the bogus chicken McNugget? Chicken McNuggets. They've already gone on Twitter, the Among Us guys, saying things like, I want that nugget. If it sells for that price, I want it. McNugs. Look at that McNug right there. There it is. In the flesh. I mean, besides, I'd be a bit worried about the 2 legs. Unless it's like a wishbone. That chicken's about to get up and walk away. 34,000. Apparently it's in something called the Bts Meal. Is that got to do with the band BTS? Oh, sweet Jesus Christ. It is, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh my god. What's in the BTS meal? I tried the new BTS meal at McDonald's. Here's why it's great. Limited edition BTS collaboration meal at McDonald's, now available in the United Arab Emirates. I can never say that right. That's why people just call it the... What's in it? It's chicken McNuggets? What makes it special though? You get... It's just purple. Meal includes 10-piece chicken McNuggets. Among Us... So it's not the Among Us meal. Someone been lying? Okay. Sweet chili and Cajun flavor. That's it, they just debuted 2 new dipping sauces. What a rip-off! At least give them like their favorite drink or something, you know? What's this? This has no connection to BTS at all. It's so random. Like, fair enough, they might love their nuggies. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Only a madman. Only a mad one. Among Us, BTS, getting flashbacks. Yeah, it's weird that both of those came together, dude. Very weird. Oh. Ah, it's okay. I think it was all over the place anyway. Alright, next little piece of news. I thought this was pretty cool. Battlefield 6 is meant to be going on the Game Pass. So this is going to be the new game that I think they're announcing on the 9th of June. It's just going to be called Battlefield. It's going to be back to Modern Warfare. But the fact that it's coming on the Game Pass is huge. There's going to be uproar over this. There's also rumors of the new Tales game coming to the Game Pass as well. Game Pass just proven yet again. Get out of here, goddamn Among Us nugget. Damn it. There's a nugget among us. A bogus nugget. I swear it popped up. Did you guys see it? Gonna wake up one night and just start choking on something. It's gonna be the Among Us. Trying to kill you with the Among Us nugget. I love a bogus nugget. Yeah, what have you done? So Battlefield 6. Yeah, no, this is... It looks like they're actually gonna get it right. Call of Duty is gonna... Seems to be gonna be the failure this year, unfortunately. Now, we haven't had a Battlefield game in a couple of years. which is pretty cool. We might see a Battlefront 3 maybe before they truly give up on the license. But yeah, we'll see what's going on. I know the Respawn guys have been tweeting out about this, so they're probably helping. EA like to do that. It's like, hey, we've got 13 developers that could make 13 games. No, let's all make Battlefield. What a waste. But that happens with Call of Duty as well. Apparently, the Toys for Bob guys, who made the new Crash Bandicoot game, which is amazing, Crash 4, and they were working on a new Spyro game. Activision said, no, fuck that. Let's go work on Call of Duty because it's a shit show this year. Yeah, apparently it's supposed to be like set in Vietnam or something. It's been made by Sledgehammer, and they're just very behind. Like, I don't want to shit on any series, but yeah, Call of Duty's been going downhill for many years, but somehow people keep buying it. The biggest thing that's keeping Call of Duty going right now is actually Warzone. Everything else is hit or miss. But yeah, every now and then, I think it's every 2 years, every 3 years, it's like a Battlefield year, then it's a Call of Duty year, you know. But the last couple of Battlefield games have not been the best. They've been focusing on World War I and World War II, and people are already dried up of that. See, I grew up with the old Battlefields, they were all kind of modern, and then you had the Call of Duties were about war, you know, they were very famous for that. And then we had the Medal of Honor series, which has kind of died off, which is a little sad. But yeah, I'd like to see that one come back. I think you can play Dr. Disrespect's songs, can't you? I don't think they're copyrighted. Who knows anymore? Let's do it. The man is a legend. He's a legend. I miss you, Doc. I miss you, Doc. He's over on YouTube doing his thing now, but Aye. He has like 4 songs now. Was he a new one? Game Aerobics. Oh, he does. He's a new song. Dude's crazy. Good for him. Good for him. Yeah. I've heard E3 2021 is the month. I can't wait for Star Wars game update. Yeah. Which one? Which one though? I don't know. Like, we're not. You won't hear anything from Jedi Fallen Order 2. I think it's a bit early, but we'll see. We'll see. There you go. Let's see if things catch that. Hell yeah. Show badass. Yeah, so the Game Pass doing great. Like, they brought EA Play onto it, so this doesn't make, you know, too much. It's not too much of a surprise, you know. Alright, into the next little piece of news. This one was absolutely Activision all over. Fucking Egypt. But anyway, so recently they remastered the first Crysis game. Crysis series is awesome. Great FPS series. It was always known as the game that you would test your PC on, you know. Can it run Crysis? Can this run Crysis? Can your toaster run Crysis? Now it's mainly like GTA and stuff. So they remastered that, and then there was a rumor they were going to remaster the other two. And now what they're doing is they're bringing out a remaster collection. So people who have bought the first one remaster now have an option. You either fucking buy the full collection, or I don't know, maybe they'll sell them separately. I hate when companies do this. Hey, thanks for supporting us and buying this version. Now you can own the whole collection, but you're going to have to repurchase the game you already bought. It's fucking annoying. But yeah, I think they're going to do the whole collection on all the consoles. I would love to replay through them. Super cool. The suit is awesome. The suit has this awesome voice as well. It's like, armor on. So yeah, they're fun FPSs. And they're quite beautiful too. It might be nice to play on the new consoles. You can see a lot of well-known series coming back. Like we just had Mass Effect, which is great. The last big contender I'd love to see would be Dead Space. I want Dead Space. All the Dead Space, please. Thank you. Because it'd be nice. And I'm glad they're coming on to like PS4. Because even if it is, you know, an Xbox, even if it's the end of those generations, you know, people waited a long time for them. So it's nice. Yeah, who needs a job when you can have a deformed chicken nugget? Oh, I like when you say, I need a chicken nugget. I want a chicken nugget. When you were growing up and your siblings gave you nuggies, which was when they would wrap their knuckle on the top of your head. Very painful. Dynamite. Is that a reference to the BTS song? I've heard, okay, I read that. Fast 9, I'm going to see it regardless. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I know you're a big fan of those. Boop. I thought this was really cool. PlayStation have been doing some very nice investments lately. in a lot of different areas, and one of them being this cool program called PlayStation Talents. Now, it seems to be, as far as I can tell, it is a worldwide program, but a lot of it seems to be head up by the European and Spanish branch. But they've already got like over a dozen indie-style games ready to show off. It reminds me a lot of the game jams that Double Fine would do. It's where they would get all these developers together and let them just create a game, you know? So some of them look fantastic. So that's super cool. I like to give shout-outs to where you see actual like companies doing good stuff. Actually, you know, cultivating talent, giving people the opportunity to get involved with the gaming industry and maybe, you know, create a game. You know, find a new passion, find a new career. It's super cool. The storyline's not good. Yeah, I think the storyline dropped off after like 5. But it's all good, you know. I would prefer them, as long as they don't start making more of those Hobbs and Shaw movies, I'm okay. Spin-off movies are a disgrace in general. It's so stupid. It's just like, we just talked about this with the whole Conjuring, dude. Isn't it got out of control? And then you see that's kind of happening with Marvel now as well. Oh my god, they're so happy. Everybody's getting their own spin-off show. And they just slowly diluted where you just stop watching the main movies because the spin-off shows are getting a bit ridiculous. But you know, if it's your favorite person, then I get it. I get it for sure. It's just, it's all money, you know. It's all money. Alright, yeah, I think that's all the news for today. It's just crazy we started things with God of War. Like, there's not too much more. I can double check Twitter, but it's not come as that big a surprise for me, to tell you the truth. I had been talking about this for a long time. It makes the most sense anyway. I wouldn't even come out here and call it a delay, but Sony was stupid enough to put 2021 in that teaser trailer. All they did was reveal a logo. That's all they did. It was that symbol, the Omega symbol going around in a circle. That was it. And then 2021. They should never have done that. So they shot themselves in the foot. We never even seen like a lick up gameplay. We haven't even seen Kratos. So there's plenty of time. I would hate to see Horizon Forbidden West get a delay, but it's okay. I'm the kind of guy that, you know, it shocks you at first, but I'm not gonna go and, you know, be one of these idiots online who go and send death threats to developers and that. That's so silly. That's absolute. I hate to say it, like, but it's just horrendous behavior. Boop, boop. And I'm telling you, if they didn't have anonymous accounts, they wouldn't do it. I've seen a lot of bigger streamers who have, you know, found the accounts of people sending death threats or swatting, and they actually like they find their profiles on Facebook and then find their moms and they send messages to their mom. That shit is beautiful. I'm sorry, but you know, if there's clearly nobody watching what they're doing and allowing them to turn into these, you know, horrible people. These, whether they're in their teens or what, most of them are not. They need a wake up call for sure, because that stuff. It's horrible behavior anyway, because it can end up, I don't know, just breeding a lot of bad, you hear like a lot of bad stories. Being that kind of hateful all your life turns you into a hateful person. You wonder why people go around shooting and stuff. It's just like, what do you expect, you know? They call them like echo chambers, when you're only hearing your own same horrible opinion and horrible views and hateful stuff come back at you. That's what happens, and it just builds up like a horrible, nasty cloud of shit. So you don't want to see that. I'm not trying to defend developers, you know, if they do wrong, if there's shitty practices out there, absolutely. But that's what feedback's for, not death threats. No one should be sending anybody death threats. So silly. Boop. So yeah, we'll see. They also said that the new Gran Turismo will be on PS4 as well, which is cool. Hell yeah. Now we see a lot of rumors and leaks of the new Nintendo Switch Pro. It'll be €400. I don't know, that seems like a little high to me. The only way that's going to work is if they lower the price of the others. But they're going to try and stop selling the base Switch, I'd say. So you'll have the Switch Pro and then the Switch Lite. That's what they'll want. We'll see. Bing bong, bing bong, bong. My god, it's so warm. Alright, how long have we been going for? Hell yeah. Alright, we're gonna move over and do a little Dead Space. Dead Space 2. Let's see how long I can last, because this room is killing me. Thank you, Doc. For the music, baby. Yeah. We gotta move. Let me quickly change over. Let the Doc serenade you while I change over the title of this stream. Yeah, I thought this would be a bit fun today. We have been kicking ass in Biomutant, but I always feel like... I don't know, I feel weird doing one-off streams. I hate leaving things unfinished. Is that me or you? Damn it. When I had an old leather chair, you could get away with those. But not anymore. People want me to get my very own pet. I'm like, I don't need a pet. I've got my pet right here. It's my own butthole. Sometimes it sounds sad. Sometimes it sounds inquisitive. And yeah, it's all the emotions of the rainbow. Straight from your booty hole. It's beautiful. No, I do really want a pet. Looking back now, I was trying to get one for like 2 years. But, you know, maybe it was a good thing. Things are like so bad for animal owners when it comes to moving and changing houses and that. What happens is these landlords get like one bad experience where someone's just so negligent with their pet. Shouldn't be pet owners at all. And then they just never let them back in. If you have a dog that's like sheds a lot, and you're renting, it's, you know, we're not silly. Most people understand that it's probably best to get some kind of a throw or cover for your furniture. We're not silly. There's just people that's just horrendous. Boop. Don't know how close I was to the end of this. I'm in one of those crazy moods. Is it every Wednesday? Can anyone check? Was it last Wednesday that I did the crazy Subnautica stream? I'm starting to think that every Wednesday is just my middle of it really is the hump. And with me, the hump is just craziness. Like this stream has been mad so far. But I love that. Like, listen to the stories I've just told. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm not allowed to have it any other way. Because my contract says I have to be as crazy as possible.